Oh, Rose, we got to do this.
Oh, hey!
Good morning, half-ass cruisers.
Morning.
Well, today we are continuing our trip across Australia, well, under Australia. We are kind of coming around.
We're down under.
Yeah, we left Melbourne last night and we traveled west along the coast, and now we're at a city called Portland. And as you can see, it's a little bit different than some of the places we've been. Those look
It's
like
all on cliffs.
partially white cliffs. That's kind of neat. And then there's a lighthouse I see and some kind of tower. And it looks very scenic, and there's a town perched atop those cliffs.
And a market, which we are going to go venture off to today.
Right. We did not have any plans, no excursions. The shore excursions through the cruise ship were ridiculously expensive, to the tune of $300 each for a few hours of a coastal drive.
Yeah, ridiculous.
So, yeah, we would like to do that coastal drive, but we're going to come back and do it when we stay to a land tour of Australia in the future.
Tell them about the transportation down there.
Oh yeah, those are free buses that'll take us to the port, because as you can see, if you look down there, there's a bit of different distance between the ship and the town. So I believe those shuttle buses are free, and I believe they'll take us into town. If they're not free, they're a nominal fee. So we're going to go down and do that. We're going to explore the market. We're here on a Sunday. They have a one-day-a-week market that we'd heard was really good. From some people who were familiar with the area, and we just lucked out and happened to be here on a Sunday. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go, there's a walking path along those cliffs and along the beach. We're going to explore that, get some nice photos, some nice landscape photos, expansive landscape. What's the word I'm looking for?
I have no idea.
I don't know either. Vistas. They're vistas. All right, let's get down there. We don't want to bore you with it, but we're aching to get down and just do some more exploring of the Australian continent, mate.
Okay. Hey there, I'm Rose.
And I'm Dan, and we are the Half-Ass Travelers. All right, a few notes for if you come to Portland. The bus drops you off right at that tourist information center there, or if you're on a shore excursion for the cruise ship, they drop you at the parking lot where the buses are for that. So there's 2 stops on that. We're basically at the harbor here. You can see the ship back there. There it is. There's our sun. And right now we're walking down to where the farmers market is. There is a tram, a historic tram up there that you can, it's basically like a ho-ho, like a hop-on, hop-off tram that you could buy tickets for. I think it's about $20 each, Aussie dollars.
Ho-ho, oh, you got to put the Christmas pun in there.
That's right, ho-ho.
Nice.
Okay. Rose, focus, Rose, focus.
Oh, focus, yeah.
All right, so the bus driver who drove the tram, he and his wife do a tour at 10 a.m. So I don't know, in about half hour or so. And they sell their own tour where they'll take you out to a 2.5-hour tour around a bunch of cliffs, blowholes, lighthouses, and they'll do all that. We're not going to be doing that today. Really didn't feel it today, but that's an option too, and it is a lot cheaper than the cruise ship shore excursions.
Yeah.
A ton cheaper. I think it was like 120 Aussie dollars per person.
Yeah.
That's less than $100 US.
Yeah.
So let's go check out this farmer's market. We're looking at some RVs right now.
Oh, we're gonna have to check those out.
I think that's all the people that work in the market. That's where they're living.
We've got to check out the RVs.
All right, let's go check it out. I'm not sure what we were expecting to see when we came here, but it's definitely not palm trees. These are
Look at the girth on that puppy.
I know, these are a lot larger than any palm trees we have in Florida, I'll tell you that. In fact, I've never seen this kind of palm tree in my life. The farmer's market here is, we were led to believe it was this huge thing, but it's not. It's just a bunch of tents.
It's a mini. Yeah,
it's similar to farmers markets we have at home. We're gonna put up some videos of what's here. You can hear the kids are having a great time. And yeah, let's just check it out, right, Rose?
Yep.
Follow the ponytail. Well, we walked around the farmer's market. Not bad. There's some interesting things there.
Yeah.
I like those candles. Those are pretty cool. And a lot of the woodworking. And the prices seem very reasonable.
Yeah.
But look at this town. We saw this up the hill. What a quaint little town. We're going to walk around town a little bit. We'll take you with us. We're going to head down that way because we heard there's a Woolworth. And we haven't seen a Woolworth in how many years? We got to go check out the Woolworth.
I thought you were banned from all the Woolworths.
That's an "Oh brother, where art thou" thing, in case you missed that. We thought this was kind of humorous. We don't have Canadian Rooster by us. Apparently it's some sort of fast food place similar to, what, KFC, Chick-fil-A?
I think so.
Yeah. I think they do have a KFC here, though.
Smells really good.
It does smell good.
I'm craving for some fried chicken.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, there's a KFC right up the street.
Ooh. No Popeyes?
No Popeyes.
Oh.
Well, we really thought that since it was on the map, it would be here. But as you can see, here's the Woolworth. Yeah, gone. We thought they might have one left over from a bygone age. You know, whatever. We were in the neighborhood. But we did find Rose's KFC.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, they're not open yet. But so Rose is going to have to wait to get her fried chicken. Well, we are hunting for a grocery store because we need to pick up a few things.
It seems like the universe is just not giving it to us.
It's not in alignment today, is it?
Everywhere we go to try and get our little bit of supplies is closed.
All right, but there is a market. I think if we double back to where we were, there is a market. But on the way, we have to go by the Lighthouse and the Cliffside Park and Nuns Beach, because that's very scenic. So we're going to head there right now. We're back at the shoreline, and wow, just wow, this view. You know what, I could describe it, but I'm just going to show you. Man, I wish the camera could capture what we're seeing in person. This is beautiful. Look how clear the water is. You can see right down to the rocks and reef. Beautiful. Rose, what do you got?
Lighthouse.
A lighthouse. It looks bigger, right?
Yeah, it sure did look bigger.
Bigger from the ship. This is not so big, but really nice.
Cute.
Beautiful.
Your mom's gonna love it.
Watch out for the dog crap.
Oh yeah. Oh. Evidently they don't pick it up here.
Yeah, not everybody curbs their dogs. Apparently. But this is nice. Look at this. Beautiful.
Nice view too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna be taking the walkway. There's a bunch of stairs and ramps all the way down to the beach. And you see Rose, she's got a head start on me. I better catch up. Rose, how is it?
Nice and smooth.
Nice and smooth. What's the way we like it? You know what? If it were a little, like maybe 10 degrees warmer and the sun were out, this would be a beautiful beach to hang out in. The water's crystal clear. It's nice and smooth. There's people actually swimming down there. I don't know where they're from.
Polar Bear Club.
Yeah, I don't really know what the water temperature is, but I'm guessing it's not like our balmy Gulf Stream fed waters of South Florida.
I can guarantee that.
Yes, but look, I mean, just the beautiful cliffs, the rocky coast. This is gorgeous. This is like nowhere we've been before. The colors, the contrast between the real dark greens and the light greens and the browns and the white of the black rocks. The rose is beating on me.
Well, it's the flies. They're driving nuts over here.
But anyway, you get the picture. This is walking distance to the ship. I mean, we're looking at the ship right there. You'll see it in the videos. It couldn't get any closer. In fact, I think it's the same distance to walk back to the ship from here than it is to get to the visitor center. Yeah. So if you're looking for a beach experience here in Portland, it's not hard to find. It's right here. You don't need an excursion to go to the beach. I think I saw somewhere they were selling beach transfers for like $200 or something. I don't know. I mean, this is a nice beach. I could spend the day here.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, we're moving back, heading back towards the ship.
Yep.
Unfortunately, as we're walking up the beach, we're seeing that the clouds are building. We were expecting there to be rainy weather in the afternoon. We were hoping it would hold off for us. It looks like it has until now. But we come up with a new plan despite the clouds rolling in. Rose is gonna head back to the ship, and I am gonna run into town real quick and see if I can pick up some of the items on our list. We are gonna be in Kangaroo Island in a couple days, and we have a rental car there, so we could, what, you think we could get stuff then?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna try it here, just then we don't have to worry about it when we get the rental car, and we can just concentrate on exploring kangaroos and their island. Yep,
sounds good.
All right, so we're gonna split up now. Rose is going that way. I'm going that way. Well, here we are back on the ship, and as you can see, or maybe not, the weather has turned on us. Hopefully it's not gonna mean another rough night at sea. We had a few of those, but I think we'll be okay once we get out away from the shore here. Our next stop, we're heading further west. We're going over to Adelaide, and that's the furthest west we're gonna head on this trip. So we're looking forward to that. We have a shore excursion planned there. I think I don't remember what the excursion is, do you?
I don't know, but I'm freezing, so hurry.
All right, it is, yeah, the temperature has dropped as well. All right, but we will see you in the morning when we reach Adelaide. Hello there, half-asters. Today we are coming to you not so live from another stop in Australia. Today we are in
Adelaide.
We are in Adelaide, Australia. We are on a ship excursion. Now, we chose a ship excursion today because the one that we chose in particular was not too highly priced. There was a lot of expensive excursions that were available from the ship, but this one was very reasonably priced. We looked at on TripAdvisor and Viator for other comparable tours, and this one was right about the same price. And the bus picked us up right from the ship. No problems at all. It took us a while to get out here. We took a tour
of the city.
Yeah, but you didn't have to do that because we found out as we were driving out of the port is far from the city center of Adelaide, really far, like more than, I'd say, 15, 20 kilometers. It's a pretty good distance, but they do have across, if you don't have any plans when you come here, right across from the ship is a train stop, and that train will take you right into downtown Adelaide, and we drove through there. That was our first part of the tour. They drove us through that downtown area, through a lot of areas. It's really nice. I'm going to show you some of the video on the screen that we took. But the area where the train station is, where it's dropping everybody off, there's a botanical garden there. There's museums. There's all kinds of historic buildings.
Parks, everything.
There's a lot of history here. In fact, we got the tour guide. She gave us the history about the Princess Adelaide, and how she met Prince William, and that's why the city's called Adelaide.
That's really neat.
Yeah, and it used to be called Port Misery because it was all swamps when they first landed here. I mean, there's a lot of history here. You really want to look it up. It's a very rich place. We passed some very unique houses on the way, as well as some other things. And then we came up to Mount Lofty up in the hills. And this is Cleland Wildlife Refuge. I think that's what it's called. I'll put it on the bottom of the screen. Or Cleland Wildlife Park. Right. And we're doing another wildlife day. This is similar to the Melbourne Zoo. Was it? No, not Melbourne Zoo. In Brisbane, the Australia Zoo, Steve Irwin Zoo. It's very similar where we're going to be able to get up and
interact with the animals.
Yes, the koalas and the kangaroos especially. But they're supposed to have a lot of the same animals we've been seeing. If you watch the zoo video, you'll see that we had a lot of interactions with animals. So we're going to be seeing more of that today. We're going to get you guys some good video of the animals. Hopefully they're awake today. It is a warm day. It's seasonably cool for Adelaide. It's only like 70 degrees.
It's going to be 95 in a couple days.
Yeah, so it's a beautiful day for us. The sun is shining, and we are ready to go.
Oh, I see a kangaroo.
You see a kangaroo already?
Yep.
Oh my God, they're everywhere.
Yep.
All right, let's go. Let's go show them what we can see.
All right.
All right. Unfortunately, as is common when we're getting to these parks midday at the heat of the day, a lot of the animals are
nocturnal.
Yeah, they're not out and about. We were looking to see if the Tasmanian devil was out. He's not. The wombat is probably sleeping somewhere.
In his hole. Yep.
But we're going to go check out the koalas because we really didn't get an up-close look. We got some koala, but we really didn't get to interact, and it looks like they may be doing that today. So we want to definitely
do that.
Check that out. Since we found the Wallabys.
I love this park.
Yeah, we like this part better, I think. There's more. They're everywhere. There's little Wallabys. There's little, what are they called? Something with a P. I'll put the name on the bottom of the screen. The little things that look like big rats.
Pygmy something or other?
Something like that. I don't
Look
know.
at this tree. It's shedding.
I don't know, but look, there's koalas behind us.
Oh.
We didn't even see that. Wow. That is a big kangaroo.
Wow. Oh my.
Oh my gosh. These kangaroos are so chill.
Honey, I think he's got a baby one in the pouch.
You think?
Look over there, the other one.
And they're so soft.
No more? Y'all done? Y'all done? See the pouch?
Rose, what do you think about these paths? It's really neat. See that wallaby on the left?
I do.
You just be walking along, and these wallabies are everywhere. He wants food.
I gave him some.
Oh, you did? Oh, good. All right. Yeah, another one of you guys. Yeah. I love how they look at the camera when I get it close. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hi, babies. Hi, babies.
Can you make him put his head up?
Mm-hmm. Oop.
That was him?
Yeah. When they start growling like that, I'm going to stop. Look at them. Did you hear that emu growling at me? They give like this little like, I don't know if you heard, I don't know if that came across on camera. I hope it did.
I think he likes girls, not guys.
Yeah, didn't do that to Rose, just to me. Of course, I did go down and grab a piece of his food, so maybe that's why he did it. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You could have got pecked in the head.
He's eating over there. See, they do eat.
No. He's just looking. Oh, that one does. Oh.
They do eat. Okay. He just didn't want me stealing his green food.
Yeah.
Here he goes. Here he goes. Whoa, where you going, buddy?
Going for the food? There is an area where the kangaroos can go to get away from the interactions with the people if they choose to do so. You can see how many are back here, and they're all just resting. But every now and then they'll get up and they'll come back over to where they know the food is. That's got an itch. Hey, they've got a white pelican over there.
Isn't that the neatest thing?
Reminds me of a poem. Everybody knows this one. Oh, the plight of the pelican. His bill can hold more than his belly can.
Oh, jeez.
Rose, where are we going?
Into the woodland aviary.
The woodland aviary.
Yay.
Ooh, that butterfly just almost landed on your head. That's good luck.
Oh, it is. What?
It's a kookaburra right here in front of you.
Oh, I got that one. Look at that one.
Look at that. It looks like a roadrunner. I know it's not a roadrunner. One of the really nice things we like about this preserve is that it's so natural.
Chill. Yep.
They didn't really, I mean, it is a little bit, you gotta watch where you're walking because there's a lot of dead branches, leaves, it's uneven, there's rocks. Animals everywhere. You gotta watch where you're going, but it's much more natural setting, I think, than just a manicured grass. Don't you agree, hon?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so this is just, it's a great experience. We feel like we're in the bush. We feel like we're in the bush.
We kind of are.
Yeah. All right, I'm a little afraid. A little afraid. Yeah, these echidnas, yeah.
See him over there? Here he comes.
These are a lot different than the ones we saw at the other parks.
Here he comes.
Yeah, they look like little porcupines.
Yeah, they do.
They got a lot of character. They do walk funny, though.
They walk like me.
Yeah, they do.
With the wobble, wobble, wobble.
That's it. Well, that's going to do it for Cleland Wildlife Park. We had a lot of fun here. I was just telling Rose, we were just discussing that if we lived around here, Rose would have an annual pass to come here because she could spend every day here.
Are you
just
kidding?
hanging out with her buddies.
I would have a couple kangaroos living on our property.
I think
and a
most
couple
people,
koalas.
I think most people here consider them pests, though, don't they?
Not
They
me.
consider them pests. I don't know. They're the cutest things, but these ones you got to remember. These ones are used to being around people, and they're very tame. I don't want to box one.
Oh no, not a boxing.
They
one.
look like they're very strong animals. Yeah. All right, but now we're getting ready to hop on the bus because we're going up to a viewpoint where we can overlook the entire city, I believe, and possibly the entire coast.
Yep.
So let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here we are at Mount Lofty, and you can see the big tower behind us. We are about, I think I said about 700 meters high, and it's actually the highest point in this area, called Mount Lofty because the person who discovered it measured out that this was the highest point and decided to call it Mount Lofty. But there's just a very brief stop here in the bus so we can get a picture of the scenic sight of Adelaide in the distance, and our cruise ship past that, but it's a little hazy out, and I think we're gonna have a hard time seeing the cruise ship. Let's take a look. Well, Rose, what do you think about that excursion we just took?
It was pretty good.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I mean, the trip through Adelaide was interesting. They managed to make it interesting. Of course, we always want more time with the animals. So an hour and a half is what we ended up with, but we really wanted more.
Yeah, that was the only disappointing part, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, we had a little traffic in the city. And this stop up here at Mount Lofty could have done without
it.
But
More time at the zoo.
it is interesting to get up here and take a look around. We've never been here before. It's just interesting to see. So I would do this excursion again for the first time. I don't know if I would do it again for the second time. I think if I was going to do anything, I would hire a car or something and just go right to the Cleland Wildlife.
Yeah.
Just drive there and experience the animals there. It's a
Agreed.
really neat place.
Agreed.
All right, let's go back to the bus. All right, and then we're going to go back to the ship.
Look at this stuff on the trees. It looks like big turds up in the trees.
What?
Look. What are those?
I don't know, but that's going to be the bonus footage at the end of our video. Rose is pointing out turds and trees. Okay, we'll just use that as a thumbnail, Rose. Yeah, turds and trees. That's going to be an excursion.
It's kind of a catchy phrase, isn't it?
Listen, that reminds me, when you're walking around Cleland Wildlife Park, make sure that when you're looking at the kangaroos, you avoid the kangapoo because it was everywhere. So just be cognizant of that as well. I forgot to mention that.
See?
We'll throw that in.
See?
All right, we're on our way back to ship because we're getting a little silly. And yeah, that's going to be it for our time in Adelaide. If we see anything interesting on the way back, we'll let you know. Other than that, I think our next stop, we have a stop in Kangaroo Island, and that's going to be fun because we rent a car there.
Yep.
All right, we'll see you then.